I am Geoffrey and the 1648 mod. This is going to be another custom battle, but this time pre-reform in the Spanish tertiary type formations, a battle between the Palatinate and the Kaiser. So both sides have similar armies. This time they will deploy in small tertiaries. The Palatinate has a general's bodyguard, 2 units of cavalry, 6 units of pikemen, 6 units of musketeers, 2 dragoons, 2 swordsmen, and a piece of 10 cavalry. And the Kaiser has exactly the same types of units, just some of them slightly better. So we'll do the commentary on the fly as the battle progresses. This is videoed during the battle. It's not a replay. So this is beautiful Spanish formation, the Spanish tertios, the 6 tertios with 1 unit of pikemen, 1 unit of musketeers each. This is how they are deployed at game's time.
Well, here's a thing of glory. We have a foe worth the killing and good Germans beside me who wait upon their orders. I also feel an inspiring speech coming on. So listen to me now. Listen to me. Over there stand Germans who have been misled by their lords and betters. They think themselves right in their cause and worthy men as a result. Well, I say that they are scum and deserve nothing but contempt and punishment for their presumption in even being here. The enemy have brought guns to this battle. Guns, the weapons of cowards and women. But this may be tricky, for we have no heavily armored troops to assault them directly. Now lift your banners and march away to glory, good Germans, and a bloody day!
Another beautiful, wonderful speech from our general, and let's get on with the battle. Here's our general. The infantry is at the front. Again, I will make very minimal changes. So I will take these swordsmen, the double-handers, and I'll move them closer to the front, and that's going to be about it. So very minimal changes. I don't move very much from the original formation. So those are the arquebusiers on that side. There's the unit of cuirassiers on the other side, and there are dragoons on the flanks. So everyone starts firing. I will move the Zweihander closer to the front. Because of the smaller size of the units, they are now on normal size. The enemy musketeers don't get so blobbed up. The cavalry unfortunately still attacks near the center. Sometimes they attack flanks, but not always. So unfortunately here the enemy cavalry has attacked our center, and they are being cut down by the musket fire. Our cannon is about to fire into that concentration of enemy pikemen that are moving forward in this haphazard formation. So there was the artillery shot from one of the cannons, and I reckon our enemy suffered a couple of dozen casualties there. You can see all the dead bodies. So the pikemen are moving forward super fast, so I have to hurry up and send the Zweihander as forlorn hopes to intercept the advancing enemy. The idea here is to slow their advance down as much as possible, so I can harass them with musketeers, with musket fire, with arquebusiers, and dragoons. So the dragoons are redeploying to protect themselves from the advancing pikemen. The Zweihander have moved forward in the center, acting as fallen hopes. This one unit of enemy pikemen has managed to get through, so I have to skirmish back the musketeers and attack with the pikemen. Everywhere else things are, relatively speaking, under control. So once again, I don't do very much with the tertius. They stay in the original formation they were in. And just forlorn hopes skirmish around, causing problems to the advancing enemy pike. So here the arquebusiers, they are harassing the enemy flank on this side. They are being supported by the dragoons. The artillery keeps firing at the concentrated troops in the center. The cuirassiers here, they will attempt to charge the advancing enemy Zweihander. It did so extremely unsuccessfully. It was a pathetic charge. So they're going to pull back and try a second time. The dragoons on this side are attacking the enemy dragoons. Here are again Zweihander, trying to slow down the enemy pikemen. Back to the cuirassiers, they're going to charge a second time. The dragoons on this side have become blobbed up for some reason, bunched up. They lost their nice formation, so they are spreading out. Arquebusiers are causing problems, unsettling the enemy musketeers, never leaving them in peace. The cuirassiers here have charged once again the enemy Zweihander. However, they seem to have lost that fight, so they are going to turn their attention towards the dragoons on this side. They were being fired at by the enemy dragoons. Here the arquebusiers are chasing off some enemy cavalry that has been routed. The forlorn hopes are doing their job well. Very often we have to rearrange the musketeers that tend to turn around in this annoying way. These early musketeers do that, the late musketeers do not. So now I am sending the tertius at the front, the pike unit at the front, to help out the Zweihander because they're being afflicted. And the tertius, or the pikemen that was at the rear tertius that was in reserve, are moving forward to mount the first line. So our cuirassiers here will charge the dragoons. The dragoons are about to break, so with a little bit of luck we're breaking. These dragoons will move forward.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
In the meantime, the battle here has settled. We have won. We have destroyed all enemy pike units.
Has lost half his army.
So we are about to advance, repositioning the musketeers there, so they're again at the front of the tertius. There are a couple of small pike units of the enemy still surviving, but they are about to die. Cuirassiers, there's only 5 of them left. They are just going to spend the rest of the day collecting prisoners. But the arquebusiers are still very strong, so they will be harassing the enemy. The demi cavalry here are now a very limited field of view, so I'm moving them forward. Fallen hopes are also chasing the routed pikemen. Here's a pike unit has here at the front they have reformed, so we have to do something about them. And we are going to send those pikemen to slow them down. The 18 Zweihander there reached the enemy lines. The enemy pikemen here have been routed, and the battle is now 71. The enemy has no melee units and no cavalry. So victory is now certain. It's a matter of time.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
Another enemy unit has been routed. The artillery now is targeting one of the remaining couple of enemy units still in a good order. Zweihander are doing well against the enemy. There are some pikemen coming in their direction to support them. Now I had forgotten to do this earlier. I do this normally. I put all the infantry in one formation in the beginning of the battle, and I put them, in fact, all of them in on guard, which I had forgotten to do. So they just move forward, but nothing special on it. So our enemy is being routed.
The enemy general flees, like the coward he is. Forwards! And behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
This mode uses the Medieval 2 engine for Medieval 2 Total War. It does not have an engine specific for pike and short warfare. The main problem is that the AI is not able to hold its formation, not at the global level, not at the individual tertial level. What that means is that the pikemen cannot work together with the musketeers. We did manage at one point, by fiddling around with the battle AI, to get the formation so that the musketeers tried to stay close to the pikemen. But what effect that had was, first of all, it was slowing down the pikemen because they were waiting for this kind of coordinated movement. The musketeers would come close to the pikemen and would not fire because the pikemen would move forward. So they would try then to catch up with the pikemen. And it was very ineffective, and we had to forget about getting the pikemen to work together with the musketeers. So we gave up on that plan, and of course the musketeers never fire on their march.
Only a true hero of the Reich could mastermind such a crushing victory.
So we had significant casualties. We lost nearly a third of our army. We won in the end. All the units did similarly well, more or less, give or take. The cavalry actually did the best. which is ironic because people think cavalry is not very effective in this mod. And the dragoons did also reasonably well. Thank you for watching.